And everybody's talking about how hot it is. I'm from Houston, just down the street. This is like Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
On a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just like whatever.
Really?
Can you say your name and your outfit?
Sure, let's do it. Dave Morales, Houston, Texas. Good to see
I
you
was
both
so
again.
blown away by that actually, because I lived in Texas for a little while, and like I always think of it as very dry. And when the first time I went to Houston and it was so humid, I was like so blown away by that. Like it tripped me out.
Everybody's tripping. I should say we're in New Orleans, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so hot." So I'm like, "Man, this is home." It's like you don't go out between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. We just have these rules that we do, and we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
As I'm watching this, I'm thinking, because I'm a Disney freak, annual pass holder to Florida.
Nice.
How many times have you ridden the Haunted Mansion?
Oh, I probably couldn't count. I've been going since I was a kid too. Yeah, at least a dozen times, at least.
Same question.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you found out that you were in this film, were you like, what are they going to do? How are they going to do this? Were you like?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't really know about the ride that much. I'd been to Disneyland when I was like 2, and ever since then I hadn't been. So I didn't really recall if I had been on the ride or not. So I did a little research. I was looking stuff up online, and I saw this video where someone had taken their phone and recorded the entire ride. So then you could see what the experience looked like firsthand from them, and it must have been Potato, the phone they had, because it was difficult to discern one thing from the next. But then I eventually went and rode the ride and saw it myself, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then when I went back to set, I realized that a lot of the set decoration that I didn't identify at first, now I know was directly related to sometimes a mirror image of what I was seeing on the ride, so it was cool.
Yeah, like the Pierce, like I saw a lot of stuff in the movie. A lot of even the side characters that you got to spot out is like, okay, that's from the ride too. What was this? What made this different for you than any? Because we've talked over the years, many roles. What was most different for you on this one?
I think what I liked about it, well, besides, doing comedy, getting to play such a particular type of character was really, really fun. But I think what I like about it is that there was a part of it that didn't feel so different. Obviously we have the scale and we have all of that and the tremendous crew and everything and the level of detail we could get into. But I love that because it was Justin at the helm, that it had the vision, the heart, the subtext, the provocativeness that I find really necessary in storytelling. I'm drawn to projects that kind of push the envelope a little bit, that really kind of want to engage the audience in a way that's hopefully going to stay with them afterwards. And I just love that that was such a huge part of this. Like, you get all the Easter eggs, you get the experience, like you're going to have, it is such a ride, but there is deep explorations around love and responsibility and mourning and loss. And it's done in such a deep, like delightful way, to celebratory way, like very much in the context of New Orleans. And I just thought that was really resonated with me in a really beautiful way. And as I was channeling my grandmother in this role, who was my favorite person on the planet, and I just think she would really love it. And I think it's one of those ones I'm so grateful that I can share with everyone. Like, it's not a deep film that's for this many people. Like, this is actually one of the ones that we get to really share with the wide breadth.
But if this is going on around you, like the craziness is going on, and let's say it happened in real life, I'm not gonna stick around. Like, if these things were floating, would you?
But that's the point. It doesn't matter if you don't want to or not, because they're there. You gotta grapple.
Yeah, we have to contend with the region beyond at some point or another. So you gotta, I think, like, to me it seems like fear and all these things are like very human, our-worldy concepts, where these ghosts don't really think about fear or losing their job or losing their life. They don't have these kinds of worries. So they're just kind of chilling. And I think if we chill, maybe we can all just chill.
I like the idea, though, like you can, because when you get on the buggy, it says like it could follow you home, but in this one they do, and that's kind of the issue, is that we don't get the choice. And with the issue of death, like, it's not one that we get to opt out of. It's not one that we get to decide, you know what, that's not for me, because it is for all of us, and it's coming for all of us. So I think that's actually such an awesome device in the storytelling that all of these characters, I think, if they could, they would avoid this, obviously, but they can't.
And they try to.
And they really try to, and they can't.
Yeah.
And so they have to deal with it. And I think that's actually really important, because that should be true for all of us. You know, if we actually push ourselves past that discomfort to deal with this question of mortality and life and death, I think it would serve us so well. And it's cool that we get this vehicle of a ride, of a story to do that.
Call me Oprah. We went deep. Hey, I love it. I love you both. Good
Do we
to see
get
you all.
cars?
You get a car. Ooh, I finally got to say that.